What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, and the Patreon family, as well as the Venmo. We working. Now I'm back with my original segment, Box the Ego's first look, a tale of the tape, a sneak peek, a preview of the fight before the fight. October 14th on Showtime, we have a brilliant card put together by Al Haymon. Thank you, Al Haymon. Steven Espinoza with Showtime. In my opinion, Showtime in 2017, their premium network, not pay-per-view, premium network, has been killing the competition. A ton of marquee fights, and this card is no different. This is the who's who of the junior middleweight 154-pound division. Demetrius Andrade is the only person who's missing, and he's fighting on HBO coming up, and he's moving up to middleweight. So this has arguably most of the top names and top talents and champions at 154, minus, like I said, Demetrius Andrade, who does still have a belt at 154, even though he's moving up to middleweight. So this is a meaningful tournament style card, October 14th on regular Showtime. Bravo. Main event is ERISLANDY Lara of Cuba. He's arguably undefeated. His two losses to Paul Williams, I think he definitely beat Paul Williams. The Canelo fight was controversial. A lot of people thought he won that fight. Some people may have thought Canelo won the fight. But nonetheless, he's a champion and he's a respected fighter. And he's fighting an undefeated Olympian out of the U.S. Olympics, TERELL GUSHA. Co-main event is what you see in the title of this fight. WBC champion Jamel Charlo, Lions only, versus ERICKSON, the Hammer LUBIN. And then on the card, you also have HURD, new IBF champion, who's doing a title defense against a veteran who's beat Miguel Cotto, who's been in there with Canelo, who's been in there with ERISLANDY Lara, among other names. He's been in there with Charlo's brother, Jamel Charlo, right? And that's Austin TROUT versus HURD. So all-star lineup. Again, I can't celebrate this enough. When do you see all the players and the top names in one division battling each other in title defenses and championship fights? Great stuff. Now, in my opinion, even though ERISLANDY Lara, TERELL GUSHA is the main event on paper, this is the fight I'm looking forward to the most. Jamel Charlo versus ERICKSON, the Hammer LUBIN. No shade to the main event. They're all great fights on the televised card, but this is the one I'm really checking for, and I had to make sure I hit you guys with a first look for this particular fight. You have Jamel Charlo, who's been on a tear. He fought and defended against Charles Hatley. There is some bad blood. They're both from different portions of Texas. One's from Houston, one's from Dallas. And there was a lot of trash talking. I wouldn't cover that fight. I believe it was on the Berto Porter undercard on Showtime as well. And there was some bad blood, animosity between the two. He was a mandatory. Now you have another mandatory, and Jamel Charlo's taking on him, who is a young hotshot. I believe he just turned 22 years old, and he's ready. He says he's ready. He sounds very confident. Showtime did a Camp Life special on ERICKSON LUBIN, and he says he's at optimum conditions. He's ready, and it's his time now. So somebody's has to go. This is that type of fight, and it's kind of like, on a smaller scale, Canelo versus Mayweather. You know what I mean? You have two undefeated fighters. One's extremely young, and people are going to either say, oh, he was too green. And I'm not comparing Charlo to Mayweather, but you guys get the gist of it. Canelo was like 23 when he challenged Mayweather, and he lost. So are people going to say, oh, ERICKSON LUBIN, he was just too young, he was too green? Or if he rises to the occasion and beats Charlo, then boom, you have a new player, a major player who makes a major statement in the 154-pound division. LUBIN, according to him, he said no one at 54 can beat him. So I like the confidence from both fighters. Charlo, he's been very confident. I mean, the fact that he's taking the fight, it shows a level of confidence. He's with Errol Spence Jr.'s trainer currently, Derek James, formerly trained by Ronnie Shields. So he has a ton of knowledge and a ton of great wisdom with those Texas trainers right there. Right, he spars with Errol Spence Jr., which is great work because Errol Spence Jr. is a powerful guy. He has a pretty big frame for a welterweight, and he's a southpaw just like ERICKSON LUBIN, right? So I'm looking forward to this, and I'm really just glad a fight like this came into fruition. on top of it being a triple header. So shout out to Lou DiBella Entertainment, Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza. They really got one. Now let's take a look at the tail of the tape. WBC champion Jamel Charlo has an undefeated record of 29-0. Also unbeaten with fewer fights, ERICKSON the Hammer Lubin has a perfect record of 18-0. Now the age advantage goes to ERICKSON Lubin. At the time of making this, he was 21. He just had a birthday the week of the fight. He is now 22 years old. Jamel Charlo is 27 years old. Height advantage goes to Jamel Charlo. 5'11" tall. He's the taller man. And ERICKSON Lubin is listed at 5'9.5". This will be for the WBC junior middleweight crown. So the weight division, the weight class is 154 pounds. Now, surprisingly, the reach goes to the smaller man. ERICKSON Lubin, southpaw, has a reach of 74.5 inches, and Jamel Charlo has a reach of 73 inches. Again, this is a phenomenal triple header, October 14th on Showtime. Make sure you guys check it out. Support good boxing and meaningful fights. These fights help shape the division and even future fights. The winner of this fight could fight the winner of Jarrett Swift HURD versus Austin TROUT, or the winner of ERISLANDY LARA versus TERELL GUSHA. This is all on Showtime Boxing, and I'm really geared up for this. The co-main event to me is the main event. This is the one out of the triple header that I most fancy, and I'm really excited for it, to see what Charlo brings to the table and Lubin. Two guys with power, two guys under 30. One obviously has a better resume. I think Jamel Charlo has a better resume. He's been in there with John Jackson, comes from a fight family, Julian the Hawk Jackson's son. He's been in there with Vanes Matarosen, Gabe Rosado, and Charles Hatley, etc. But this is a hell of an opportunity and a mandatory shot that ERICKSON Lubin has worked his way up, and they call him the Hammer. So we'll see how Jamel Charlo deals with Lubin's power, right? Lubin says in interviews that he thinks that Jamel Charlo has some flaws, a lot of flaws, that he believes he'll be able to exploit. There's only one way to find out, and that's October 14th. Tune in. Boxing Ego first look, tail of the tape. Let me know your fight predictions below. Who are you picking? Are you picking the young dog who's going to show that he's not too green, or are you picking the proven champion, the WBC fighter Charlo, who has a couple title defenses? Actually, this I think is his second title defense. Either way, it's a good fight. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego Sunday. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.